Hey y'all, it's T. And you know I love Jesus. God, don't give up on me yet. Y'all, that's my new song. I know I'm not your best bet, but I'm trying. Don't give up on me yet. Hey, hallelujah. Y'all. Oh, get into it, get into it, get into it. Ain't nothing but to do it, get into it. Jesus, son of David. OMG, this about to be so delicious. Lord. Oh, y'all, this is salmon and rice. Rice. Salmon with green peppers, onions, put a little egg in it, and seasoned it. And the mushrooms. Oh, y'all, that's the liver. Y'all can't see it because it's smothered. Woo. I'm so ready to eat. And then I got 2 sweet potatoes and 2 regular potatoes. I'm so ready to eat. This is done. I need to cover it. Eat. Y'all, I love me some salmon. Y'all, I'm over here eating. Y'all gotta watch this. It's called Unspoken. The Jude 3 Project. I be trying to hold my dentures in so they don't fall all out on camera. But everybody in the world need to watch this. And it's free on Tubi, or you can get it on Prime. Y'all. Oh, I think I'm burning my potatoes. Dang, it's been like 3 hours and things been in there. I'm proud of myself. Because it was a burden on me about using my address and... Well, they playing music next door. Don't nobody be playing music. Until I play music. Now all of a sudden everybody in the apartments want to play music. Anyway. I'm proud of them for playing music. Because everybody in here was dead. And I'll be playing my gospel music. Blasting. But yeah. Y'all, them potatoes is about burnt. They were coming out. Oh, they was spilling. They was burning. I was burning the potatoes. They done bust out the shell. Let me find out. Anywho, I sent Pookie a message and told him I can't do it. Oh my gosh, y'all. The sweet potatoes really was burning. I done sent him a message and told him I can't do it. I can't do it. And I was going to try to send him some munions. Baby, I don't got it. I really don't. And like, I be sacrificing so much for people that will not do it for me. And I just wrote him a letter and told him I can't do neither one. And I feel so much better. Like, and I'm not doing it no more. Like, don't ask me no more. That burden is off me because that was a burden on me. Like, for real, for real. And I just kept thinking about my future. Like, yo, what if I meet my future husband? Like, I'm going to be telling you, you can come stay with me. And then when it get close time for you to come, I'm going to have to tell you no. I might as well tell you now so that way you can get your ducks in a row. He got his mama. He got his girlfriend. He got other people, his uncles. He got family that he can use. He's like, I don't want to live over there. That's not the point. You have options. Just because you don't want to don't mean you shouldn't. So I feel so proud of myself for just doing that. It's a relief. Like, whew, I just dodged another bullet. Y'all, I just dodged another bullet. I'm excited. Anywho, yeah. Y'all just don't know how much of a burden that was on my head. Like, yo, just because, like, when people have looked out for you, right? And I have looked out for Pookie too, and he know I have. It's like they feel like you owe them one, and you probably do, but you don't owe them what they feel like you should owe them. Like, I don't have to owe him living with me. I could owe you in another way, or I could look out for you in another way. It does not have to be you living with me. It doesn't have to be me giving you my money. You know, like, you're not about to put that burden on me because you looked out for me. I'm gonna look out for you too. And I have looked out for him. I can't say that he looked out for me more because I had the vehicle. I had a place to stay. I just was staying with him because I didn't like where I stayed. But I let him use my vehicle, and he even stole my vehicle one time. And then, like, I fed us. But, like, okay, if I needed my hair done, he paid for that. If I needed my nails done, like, I got my toes done a lot, he paid for that. Like, it wasn't even exchange. And then you was playing with my vagina. Like, let's not. I'm sorry. Don't play with me. So, anywho, I don't know. And then, like, we was drinking at that time. So, if I wanted alcohol, Pookie go to the store, he gonna make sure I have it. But then, when he didn't have it, I made sure we had it. Like, we never went without. So, we looked out for each other. He just used a little bit more money than I did. So, anywho, there he go calling again. So, it just got me. I'm about to just knock out. Thank you, Lord. Finally gonna sleep. Hopefully through the night. Y'all. I really hope so. Y'all go watch. So, I was just watching my video that I just posted. And it made me realize I need to go on this rant about perimenopause, y'all. Oh my gosh. Like, why aren't the older women, like in their 50s and 60s that have been through this, why aren't they preparing us for when we go through this? Yeah, excuse me. It's 2:00 in the morning. I was supposed to have been asleep. It's probably later than that. You know, it's 2:09. But I just want to say real quick about this menopause stuff. I'm not in the actual menopause. I'm in the pre-menopause. So the menopause before the menopause. The hot flashes. It feels like somebody took a hot, it feels like somebody took a hot charcoal, a bunch of hot charcoal. You know, you fire up that charcoal when that charcoal is red at its hottest. It feels like they grabbed it, they dropped it in your soul, and it shot up to your face. That's the only way I can explain it. And it just feels like the heat is sitting on your face. And it ain't going nowhere. Like, it cannot escape. And then about 30 seconds to a minute, it disappears. That's what a hot flash feels like. It feels like, I'm trying to think, it's worse than a hot summer day. It's the heat that comes on you. It feels like somebody's suffocating the heat inside of you. Like, it's no breathing room. It's no way for it to escape. And so you end up trying to make your surroundings an icebox. And you're freezing cold. You're freezing yourself in fear of a hot flash hitting you. You would rather be cold 24/7 than to be hot and a hot flash hit. Even for it to be room temperature and a hot flash hit is not okay. And fanning yourself, it'll take the edge off. But putting your face inside of the freezer when all the air is coming out, that's what works. You will sleep with a fan just because of fear of a hot flash. You know the fan gonna make you stuffy. You know you're cold because you got your air on 65. You are not going to allow your house to go past 65. When that temperature reaches 66, you know it and you feel it. Even when you're cold, because when you're shivering and you're cold, you just grab a blanket, cover up, you're good. The very second a hot flash hit, if that fan ain't on, you're going to turn that fan on. You're definitely going to keep the air going no matter what. You're going to kick that cover off of you. If you are out in public, you are going to strip. You're going to want to. If you got on a jacket, it's coming off. You got on a sweater, you better have a tank top. You learn how to dress based on your hot flashes. You hear me? You gonna make sure you have a tank top on so that you can take off everything you got on and not be naked. Jesus, all this yawning. Making my eyes run. You're gonna learn how to dress. Let me tell you something. A hot flash will change your whole perspective on life. Okay? A hot flash will humble you. It will. It is that bad. And then don't be anemic with low iron. Because then you're freezing. You're going to lose your mind if you're anemic. So get your iron together, because going through perimenopause, it messes with your hormones. It's a hormonal imbalance. It messes with everything in your body. I don't care what nobody say. It messes with everything in your body. You lose iron. So you got to start taking supplements. So losing iron make you anemic, which is going to make you cold all the time. So now you're cold. You're putting things on to keep you warm. And then you're hot when a hot flash hit. So you're taking stuff off because you're too warm. As soon as that hot flash is over, you're back to cold again. You really going to feel like you're losing your mind. Your bones are going to ache. Your bones are going to ache for no reason. Your bones are going to ache. What I learned works with the bones aching is that glucosamine sulfate pill. And Dollar Tree has glucosamine sulfate. My mama told me something about black cohash. Another lady I met in Walmart, she told me about something. I can't remember the name of it. I think it started with a Q. Anywho, you're going to go through a host of things trying to figure out what works for you and what doesn't. You're going to lose magnesium and potassium. Get the magnesium spray. I don't know if it works. I just ordered me some. I'm about to see if it works, but I know the pills don't work. Magnesium pills do not work. So I got the spray. Well, I ordered the spray. I'm about to see if that works. You're going to need to take a woman's 1-a-day vitamin. You're going to need to take some iron. Get you some, and I don't know if all this stuff works, but I know this is what I've started taking, and it seems to help a little bit. I take blackfish oil, I take garlic pills, I take vitamin E, the women's one a day. I take a cranberry pill to keep my system flushed, and your appetite is going to change. I crave chocolate. White chocolate, dark chocolate, regular chocolate. I don't care. I don't even like chocolate. Back in the day, I hated chocolate. Now I crave it. I crave chocolate. And I crave cheese. And I crave ground beef. I don't know why. Ground beef and fish. Crave it. Been eating fish every day this week. You're going to go through your cycle. Oh my gosh. Get you some diapers. Just get some diapers. Sleep in some diapers. Your cycle going to change on you. You might get your cycle twice out the month. Then it might not come at all. You really going to be losing your mind. If you're having sex, you're going to be real confused and upset with yourself. You're going to be thinking you're pregnant by a ninja that you don't even want to be with. Good thing I'm not having sex, so I ain't worried about none of that. Your skin is going to go through different pigmentations. Yep. Your skin going to go through it. Your emotions? Baby, you're going to be in a grocery store shopping and just feel like you want to cry. Everything you see is going to bother you. You're going to want to cry about everything. You just going to bust out crying for no reason. Everything's going to bother you. You're going to be agitated and irritated for no reason. Now, I'm not saying all these things happen to everybody, but these are some of the symptoms that I've been facing and I've heard from other people. Your emotions are going to run so high. I be so emotional for no reason, and I was never an emotional person. So to have all these emotions, it's like, I don't even know what to do with it. Like, y'all be sitting here crying for no reason. As soon as I'm done crying, the emotion go away, I'm fine. Like, you really going to feel like you're losing your mind. I'm telling you. And it's crazy because I don't see nobody talking about this stuff. Why ain't nobody preparing me for this? Your hair. You might go through some hair loss. You definitely gonna get them gray hairs. It's like the middle of my head started getting red. That's why I cut my dreads off. The middle of my head started to get so sore. And then the middle, it started thinning. Like my hair just started thinning. Everywhere else was thick. But that middle started thinning. And it was so sore. It hurt so bad. When I cut them dreads off, it's fine, but it's still thinning. Your hair is going to start to thin. And brittle. Oh my gosh, your hair gets so brittle. Like a Brillo pad, that's how your hair feel. Exactly like a Brillo pad. I'm so serious. Something in my throat. I'm trying to think. What else? I just know the hot flashes is the worst. And I don't know if it has anything to do with insomnia or if that's just me. But I ain't been able to sleep like I want to. Like, y'all. And then I think it can bring on like depression and stuff like that. I went through that. My eyes burning. I went through that for a little bit. And then I just started praying. Like, y'all. Hold on. What in the world was in my throat? But I started praying. I really started like really praying heavy. I mean, I was praying anyway, but I started praying heavy about illnesses, sicknesses, and diseases, because it's like all of a sudden this just came over me. And, well, not all of a sudden, I'm lying. Gradually, it came over me. Something is in my throat. I remember at age 35, I had did some stupid stuff, got locked up for a weekend. The judge held me in contempt because I did. He basically, and my mama was there. The judge asked me a question. He explained himself, and then he asked me a question. I can't remember the question he asked. So I sat and listened to him explain himself, and then he asked me the question. It was for like a speeding ticket or something, but the cop was in the wrong. I don't think it was a speeding ticket. It was some type of, basically they gave me a moving violation, but I was not in the wrong. I was not in the wrong. They wanted me to suck it up and make it seem like I was in the wrong, and I was not in the wrong. And not only that, the cop did not show up. So the judge says something, like explain himself, and then he asked me a question. I sat quiet and listened to him. So when it was my time to talk and answer his question, I explained the situation. He tried to interrupt me and overtalk me, and I did not shut up because I listened to you talk. I was very patient, very quiet. Now you be quiet and let me answer the question you asked me. Now that you want to interject, you want me to be quiet. No, I was not finished talking. I listened to you, you listened to me. It's called communication. And because I didn't shut up when he interjected, he got mad and hit the gavel. And when he hit the gavel, I kept on talking because I was not done talking. You don't interrupt me talking and then get mad. No, you wait your turn to talk. I waited my turn to talk. And then he got mad again and hit the gavel again. So I got louder so he can hear exactly what I was saying. And then he said, if I don't be quiet, I'm be held in contempt of court. So I got louder so he can hear what I was saying. And then he held me in contempt. That joker held me for 24 hours. I didn't care. I'm getting my point. I got my point across. He probably got his across too by locking me up. It didn't make me know. Never mind. I went to sleep the whole weekend. It just so happened to be the weekend. But like, how do you feel like you could just overtalk me just because you're the judge? Come on. They be abusing their power, and I don't like that. No. I sat quietly and waited my turn to speak. Anyhow, and then dropped the charges. That Sunday morning when I got out, charges was dropped. Yeah, because y'all was wrong. And you want to hold me in contempt because you mad because you wrong because I proved you wrong. Like, them people that be in power don't like when somebody like us who don't have that type of degree, they feel like, oh, we're not smart enough. Baby, yes, I was. And that cop was wrong. And that's why that cop didn't show up. Yeah. They ain't have nothing to hold me on. But he wanted to hold me in contempt. So anyhow, I don't know what made me go off on that tangent, but yeah. Because I was 35 years old and I had just got out of jail for being held in contempt. And right when I got it, so the whole weekend, y'all, I did not eat at all. And so I was like, you know what? I'll eat when I get out because it's the weekend. I can go to weekend and I don't got, because I'm not eating that slop. So, when I had got out, my mom had came and got me, and my car was, I had went and got my car. Wherever my car was parked, I had went and got my car. So her and my sister and them was in the car with her. I don't know why they was in the car with her. Anywho, we had went to Food Lion. We was about to go get me some get something from the grocery store. And I had wanted some chicken from Food Lion. So we go in Food Lion, y'all. Soon as I walked in Food Lion, I felt like I was about to pass out like a hot flash. That was like my first time. That was like my first time ever feeling a big hot flash. Like I was 35 years old, I remember. So I had started feeling, I felt like one slight one, like a year before that, a whole year. But that day, that was the worst hot flash I ever felt. Y'all, that thing came over me. I was like, oh my gosh, who? And I had a boyfriend at the time, and I can't remember who, but I was telling him, I was like, family. I want to say it was TJ. No, it wasn't TJ. I can't remember who was with me, but I was like, family, like I'm about to pass out. I'm burning up. Y'all, I came up out of my shirt, whatever I had on. Like I was about to be up in my bra, like come out the bra too. I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I want to pass out. Y'all, I couldn't even grocery shop. I was like, just go get me some chicken. Whoever was with me, I told him, go get me some chicken. And I'm just going to go to the car. I need to go to the car and I need to turn the air on and sit in front of the air. I just need some air. I could not breathe. That heat that rose up in me, it just couldn't, it needed to break free and it could not. Y'all, I just about died making it to the car. I was about to call 911. It was so bad. I made it to my car, y'all. I felt like I was going to throw up. Mind you, I ain't had no food the whole weekend. I cranked that car. I turned that AC on and I just leaned over my steering wheel and I just let that AC blow on me. Y'all, whoever I was dating at the time brought that chicken, y'all. I bit into that chicken. I tore that chicken up. I was trying to hurry up and get the food in me. I was like, get me some, and it's crazy because I had to drink some tea to get the gas off me. So I'm already hot flashing. I got to drink something hot up, man. And then I felt like I wanted to throw up. That was the worst. And then I started getting a headache. That was the worst hot flash ever. Do you hear me? Y'all, I was about to call 911. And I heard my mama talking about all she needed something to eat. Baby, this is something different. It wasn't the eating part. This was something different. So after I ate, and after like 5-10 minutes, it finally like subsided. It probably was a minute, but to me it felt like a whole hour. It finally subsided and I finally was able to breathe, and then I started feeling better. Man, I'll never forget that day. I was like, and that's what I ended up making a doctor's appointment because the way I felt was so horrible. I ended up making a doctor's appointment. I went to my doctor. Man, why he told me that? It was perimenopause. That's when I first found out I was going through that. I'm like, what is that? The menopause before the menopause is what the doctor said. He said your cycle is going to start changing. You're going to go through this hormone imbalance and all this extra stuff. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, this is my life? Y'all, I made sure from that day on that I'm in the air. I started chewing ice. I started getting ice. I can be careful with that eating ice thing too. That messed up my esophagus. Like I had to have surgery on my thyroid, and it like I have trouble swallowing from chewing ice. People don't believe me when I tell them, but yep. So don't get to chewing ice. Just start finding ways to stay cool. Like keep yourself cool. But yeah. Oh my gosh, that hot flash was the worst. Just thinking about it right now. I'm about to turn the fan on. So, man, if you in your 30s, it can start in your 30s. I started when I was 35. I am 45. I'm about to be 46 next month. It can start. And so when that one hot flash hit, I didn't feel another hot flash for like another year. Then when I felt another one after that year, then I felt another one probably like 6 months. And then like another 6 months, and then 3 months, and then 2 months. It got to the point like when I turned 41, somewhere around there, I'm 45 now. When I turned 40, 41 is when I started having them every day. It was like once a week, once every 2-3 days to every day. It went from every day to just about every hour. Like, I'm not even playing. It got to the point where I will freeze you. People come in here and be like, oh my gosh, it's so cold. Yeah, because I'm not trying to feel this. I'm not trying to feel this. So It's horrible, y'all. Hot flashes is horrible. You're going to go through some stuff and just be calm, be patient, pray, and just try to figure out what works best for you and try to make sure you're comfortable at all times. I'm so serious. Like, being comfortable is the most important thing when you're going through this perimenopausal crap. Last thing I'm going to say about this perimenopausal stuff. If you have a spouse, if you have a boyfriend, if you are thinking about dating, prepare your spouse. Something is sticking me. Prepare your spouse for what to expect when you're going through menopause, and be mindful of your attitude. Like, you might end up with some real hormonal stuff going on, and you might take it out on people. Be mindful of your attitude. Like, you can control. Like, when I'm feeling frustrated, I kind of get away so that I can adjust my attitude, because I ain't gonna say for everybody, but for me and a few other people, it'll make you cranky. Perimenopause will make you cranky. Now, my mama says she ain't go through none of this. I don't know, but I know I did, and I'm still going through it. Try to watch your attitude with your spouse or your loved ones, especially your children. Like, go in a corner somewhere and check yourself. For real. You can make light of the situation. You can be like, look, I'm about to say Mary Pause. I'm about to say Mary Menopause. This perimenopause is bothering me. Just give me a moment. Like, be respectful with it. And prepare your spouse or your loved ones. Like, show them a video about it. And, like, tell them to let you know when you're off your rockers. And you take that criticism, constructive criticism, and go in a corner somewhere and get yourself in check, because you are in control of your emotions. I'm a firm believer of that, because when I be in here and I be getting emotional, I let the tears flow, but then I get myself in check. Like, okay, D, you let that out. Okay, now let's get it together, because we know what this is. Talk yourself through it, but make sure you're preparing others for what to expect so that they can have a little grace for you, because it gets real, and you can really take out that anger and all that. Whatever it is that it has us going through, you can take that out on other people, and then that can kind of mess up relationships. Because I remember speaking to one guy, he was like, his wife, she went through it so bad that he ended up sleeping in a whole separate room from her, because she just ended up being so angry and mean all the time. And then they have to deal with the house being cold all the time. So now everybody has to adjust to you and the fan being on, and you tossing and turning, and sometimes you probably can't sleep, or you up all night, or, moving about the house. It's just weird. It's weird. So prepare people for what you're going to do. You yourself watch some videos on it. Sit back and watch with your spouse so they can find ways to make sure you're comfortable. The main thing is being comfortable, because ain't nothing you can do about that hot flash besides get somewhere cold. Get somewhere cold. That's it. But yeah, that's all I got to say about this. Perimenopause stuff. I'm about to get my butt to sleep. I'm trying to wait till 1 more hour so I can take this medicine, and then I could sleep for a couple of hours straight without the palpitations bothering me. But yeah, y'all, menopause is real. Like, it's so real. Yo, I wish somebody would have prepared me for this. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I probably would have never gained weight, because the weight probably make it worse. Feel like you hotter. Anywho, that's my rant on perimenopause. Now, the actual menopause, when the cycle stops, I don't know. Do the hot flashes go away? I don't know. Some people say they still get them. My mama says she's never gotten any ever. Some people say theirs have stopped. So all these symptoms, it like literally, it depends on you and your body. And I don't know what makes it onset, and I don't know what makes it stop. You just gonna have to try a variety of things and figure out what works for you. But have a little patience, and you gonna need it. Oh, y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you don't, yes, I do care. Yes, I do care. Yes, I do care. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I post the video. I love y'all, and Jesus love y'all better. Bye.